Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to more Silent Hunter 4 Wolves of the Pacific. We are slowly heading toward our new patrol area, and as you can see, the waves are a tad choppy, and there's a lot of fog out. It's a little foggy as well. We are making our way inward here to inward in the Molucca Sea, and we've set up our patrol area in this kind of quadrant. I might reposition it more to this side, because after looking... Oh, not that one. Radio. No? I am not sure where the actual map is. Oh, here we go. So here's the sea we're kind of in here. And it looks like a lot of the Japanese shipping comes through here. So maybe repositioning to this area might give us more results, but we'll see. It's all up in the air at this point. We're just slowly cruising along. We've made no contact since our last engagement, so hopefully it stays a little quiet during the journey. I don't want to get strafed or anything like that by any Zeros or Betty bombers. Torpedo situation. We've only shot one torpedo because we rearmed, refit, we sunk this ship here with a torpedo, and then this one here with our deck gun. This doesn't show our deck gun ammunition. We have 109 shells for the deck gun, so that's our situation report. Fuel's alright, not too bad. So we'll continue onward until we make contact with any Japanese vessels. Alright, so we've been submerged for quite a while now during the day. As you can see, our CO2, I guess, meter, alarm, notification things going off. And I was about to surface whenever we got this contact here. Our sound officer, or sound sonar man, got a contact of a merchant moving slow, closing, bearing 311. Let's go ahead and mark that there. And looks like he's heading north. Let's go ahead and turn west. Or east. Oops. Wrong way. There we go. Yeah, we are in fact turning the correct direction to pursue this fellow. Yeah, it looks like he might be closing. What did he say his speed was? He doesn't speed slow. So it looks like he's kind of moving at a fairly brisk pace here. Keep accidentally pressing my keys and adjusting the map. Don't really want that. Oh, it's because I'm at 8 times time compression. That's probably part of the reason. Let's go ahead and start moving 2/3. Battery is alright. No need to worry about that at the moment. Let's go ahead and grab his course. See, I do think he is out of visual range at the moment. 6.2 nautical miles. Well, maybe not. But we're definitely in a pretty good position here. So let's go ahead and slow down. And honestly, let's just go ahead and stop. And let's just lay and wait for him, shall we? And apparently it's night time. We need to turn a tad more. Alright, let's go ahead and raise the scope and see if we can spot him. About 80 degrees. There's a lot of vegetation in the ocean here, plankton and such. Oh, crap. That is not helpful at all, folks. Okay, well, it looks like we'll just have to get really close to him. So let's go ahead and approach his course. Now that I think we probably are close enough to spot him. But it is really foggy outside. Probably have a visual range of 300 yards, if that. Oh, that's not good. Especially with nightfall coming. Let's get closer. Let's see, where are we at? 500 yards. Yeah, let's just get right up to him. I think that's probably our best bet. Alright, 300. Let's stop. Get a little closer. Alright, let's see if we can see him from our scope. He's at 70 degrees. He's coming at a pretty sharp angle. Oh, yeah, there we go. Can barely make him out. You can see him kind of in the fog there. My question is, range 35. God, I hope we are not too close. We might actually be. Let's just back up. Lock onto him. It's not really acknowledging that he's there at the moment. Let's try to identify him. No, he is not a Yamato. No. Stop. Merchant shipping there. Oh my god. Merchant shipping. Alright. He has let's see, he has a center stack. He's not, his cranes are I guess Y-shaped. It's probably a nope. That's possible here. Alright, let's stop. I'm sure we're fine. Let's lock this in for now. I don't know. Can't really tell if I'm being 100% honest. I think that might actually be it. We'll shoot 2 torpedoes. Because I do want to hit. No. That could be him too. I think that is probably more like him. Let's start moving forward. I feel like we are too far away. Now speed is going to be tricky. I think we'll have to guess here. This is actually pretty tricky because I can't really lock onto him. Alright, looks like we'll have to plug this in manually. So he's at, what, 225 yards? I can't see. Yeah, sure. Sounds fine to me. Alright, angle on bow. Speed. They said slow, so let's go ahead and plug in 8. Or 7.5, probably. Alright. This is tricky. This is probably not going to work very well. Let's adjust the speed on tube 2. Oh yeah, that was... He was way too close. I guess I should have looked at this beforehand. Alright, we're losing him now. Is he zigzagging? I'm sure he is. Yeah, he's moving away too quickly. I think we might actually have to let this one go here, folks. It is just... Torpedo missed, sir. Oh, thank you for that wonderful insight. Let's try to see him here. I can't... There he is. Right in the stern. I think. Yep, definitely zigzagging. There's no way we can hit him. Not in this weather, not in these with these conditions. I don't think so. So we're just going to go ahead and turn around before we waste more ordnance on him and save it for a better day. I think we're going to go ahead and relocate here. Don't know where we want to patrol. We can go down here into the Java Sea. That might be fun. We haven't done that. Or more like the Flores Sea. yeah, let's go ahead and patrol outside of Surabaya here. So we'll plot a course to Surabaya and start heading that way. We'll probably go down through here and try to get traffic in the Cream, whatever. We'll try to get some traffic in this way and head down towards here and see what we can catch. Hopefully something. Both of our torpedoes are loaded, and that was kind of a big waste. I'm sorry about that, but I wanted to at least try. So anyway, we'll disengage from this fight and head onward. Our contact coming in extremely fast. Let's go ahead and emergency dive here. It's pretty rough out still. I'm surprised the Japanese are able to fly in this weather. What is the, what's the wind? 15 meters per second. I guess that's manageable. Man, landing on a carrier must be absolute hell, though. Well, alright, we're under. I don't think he's going to be able to get the drop on us. So we've kind of made it to this area. We'll beeline towards Surabaya. We're kind of low on fuel. We're at 37%. This was a fairly long journey for our little S-boat. So, I don't know how much we're going to get over here, but hopefully we get something. Since we're so low on fuel, I'm going to go ahead and cut down. I was going to search around this area, but I changed my mind. We are not. We're going to kind of just head to Surabaya, you know, piddle-paddle around there, and head back to Fremantle or Darwin. Probably Darwin to refuel, and then Fremantle to base. Or Brisbane to base. Wow, I forgot that Brisbane was our home base. Oh boy. So that's the plan currently. That drained our fuel quite significantly. I was heading at 2/3 for most of it, and then switched back down to 1/3 to try to conserve fuel. But alright, it's nighttime. Let's go ahead and get moving. So we'll just cruise at 1/3 for the time being. But as you can see, we lose fuel fairly rapidly. It's deplenishes very quickly. Honestly, I might just end up heading back before we even get here. This is 364 nautical miles away, though, so it is a fairly long distance. But I think we might be reaching the end of our, yeah, we're not going to be able to make it. We need to head home. So I guess we'll head to Darwin and refuel. There's not much I can do. We have sunk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 merchant shippings. 6 merchant ships. Oh my goodness, merchant shippings. That is something else, folks. So we'll head back this way and refuel. I don't want to get stuck in the ocean without fuel, because that would be a very awful way to end this Let's Play. Let's be honest. Okay, maximum range at current speed is 259 nautical miles, and it is... That's not helpful. Let's wait till we complete our turn. No way. 361, 347. Let's see what's that at 2/3. 500. So okay, so 1/3 is very inefficient. 2/3 is fairly efficient. Maximum range at current speed is 587 nautical miles. So we're going to have to dive the periscope fairly often. That's just the way it's going to be. And we'll slowly make our way back to Darwin. I should have turned back a long time ago, evidently. It's really hard to gauge the fuel usage on this boat, honestly. It's really tricky, and at least I haven't gotten stuck out at sea without fuel yet, and hopefully I won't, but we'll see. Alright, so we've made it to Darwin. Time to rearm and refuel. Actually, it's already complete. We were at about 8% fuel. I was diving for extremely long periods of time. This boat has fairly good battery power, believe it or not. We were able to make quite a travel a large distance while underwater and going 1/3. So that was nice. It definitely helps out. So now that we're refit, we'll head standard and make at best speed towards Brisbane. We're going to head home. We've been at sea for, let's see, June 11th, and it's August 1st. And that was our first ship sunk. I don't know. I wish it would tell us when we actually departed. So this says our first messages. First stat. What? I don't know. It doesn't really give us a good good way to know when we departed. It's been so long I've forgotten, unfortunately. But it has been a while, especially for an S-boat. So we're going to go ahead and head on home. That's just the nature of early war, especially in an S-boat. You'll return home with more torpedoes and ammunition than fuel most of the time, especially since our home base is in Brisbane here. It's a fairly long way. But you think about it, we have traveled quite a far distance with this little boat. We've covered a large area in just one patrol. We're in shallow waters. Let's make sure we're not about to ram into an island. That always scares me. That has been the end of many captains that I've played as. So anyway, we'll head on home to Brisbane and see if we get a shiny new boat. That's kind of what I'm hoping for at this point. But we'll see. Maybe the tonnage gods won't be pleased with our results. So anyway, we'll head home. And we have made it back to Brisbane. There's quite a few cruisers lurking about, and there's a tugboat. And I guess looks like a Fletcher class destroyer to me. But anyway, there's Brisbane, and we've made it home, safe and sound. Those are those two, I think Fiji class cruisers. All right, well we'll go ahead and end the patrol here. End patrol. Yes, I am sure I want to dock. All right, so we we departed on May 22nd. It looks like. Really, that's it? Interesting. Anyway. Conduct anti-shipping patrols. Yeah, we completed all of our objectives. We sunk 6 merchant ships for a total tonnage of 23,718 tons. And status return to base, obviously. Alright. Let's go ahead and press next. Alright. To certify the President of the United States has awarded the Navy Commendation Medal to Lieutenant Commander John Smith for extraordinary heroism as commanding officer of the USS 32. During the 4 war patrols of that vessel. The Navy Board of Decorations and Medals awards the Navy Commendation Medal to Lieutenant Commander John Smith. Alright. Shiny new submodels are constantly rolling off the assembly line as the war effort ratchets it up. Due to your performance, you have been placed first in line to receive one of the newer models as they arrive at base. You could, however, turn it down if you prefer your current model. Do you wish to take the newer submarine? And I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the new sub. I do like the S-boat. It has a certain charm to it, but nothing beats a new submarine. I wonder what we're gonna get. So we're gonna accept this offer graciously. You have been given a command of a new submarine. I don't think this is an accurate representation because this looks like a porpoise. And I think those are kind of outdated at this point. Okay.
An overall look in the Pacific area during the last period shows that the Japanese are rapidly consolidating their gains in the South Pacific, building naval port facilities, leveling land for airfields, fortifying jungle hill masses to hold the islands they have taken, and to support subsequent operations on the march to Australia. Large bases were built in the Polis, in the Carolines and at Rabaul and the Bismarcks. Smaller bases hold the Marshalls and the Gilberts, in addition to New Britain and New Ireland and the Bismarcks, and Buca, Bougainville, Guadalcanal, and the Solomons. Because of the Battle of Coral Sea in Midway, where we seriously damaged the Japanese fleet, a naval balance of forces is created, and this allows us to think of an amphibious assault in the South Pacific. Of all enemy strongpoints, that on Guadalcanal appears most threatening because it lays closest to Australia and to the South Pacific ferry route. Besides that, the Japanese are building an airport there. It's obvious that whoever holds that airfield will dominate the whole area. So if we're going to blunt the Japanese advance into the South Pacific, Guadalcanal would have to be the place. Our submarines have the mission to support the amphibious force and to cripple the Japanese transport service in the area, which will be the key to our success.
Alright, August 11th, 1942. Let's see what kind of sub we got real fast. And a Sargo class submarine. Not too familiar with this one, but it has 4 forward firing torpedoes and 4 rear. And let's see the upgrades. Let's go ahead and upgrade it while we're at it, because I'm pretty excited. So SD radar, that is the air search radar. I guess we can't have surface search at the moment. We'll go ahead and get the improved. It's 100 renown. That's nothing to us at this point. We are doing fairly well. This first appeared in late 1943 for the paint scheme, so nothing we can do with that. And we have a rear firing deck gun. Not a big fan of the deck guns that fire on that are mounted on the rear, but I mean, it'll have to make do. And we're on the SS-192. Check our crew. Oh wow, we have a lot. We have an aft torpedo room now, and we have a lot to work with here. So I'll get more crew, and we have some medals to hand out as well. Let's check the leaderboard. John Smith leading with 83,820 tons. Creed R. Bergman with 40,000, and yeah, and there's the rest. So we doubled number 2. We're doing fairly well for ourselves in the Pacific. So I guess that'll be that. Thank you all for watching. This is Wolfpack signing off, and I'll see you guys on the next episode with the USS Sailfish. And we're going to take the fight to the Japanese around Guadalcanal. It looks like that's where our next patrol is going to be. So should be interesting. Should be lots of shipping. And I'll see you guys on